The following program is rated E.
From Queen and John, it's Cityline.
Today on Cityline, we're celebrating our 40th anniversary and looking back on the OGs of Fashion Friday.
It was important for me to enable women in a really good way, to make them feel really excited about fashion again.
Then, some familiar faces are back to walk the runway. Rose! Come on out, Rose! And later, our most memorable makeover moments ever.
And we were coming back to do the reveal, and the mom passed out. And we were live. And the daughter says, "Oh, don't worry about that. She does that all the time."
It's Cityline with Tracy Moore.
I could listen to the applause all day, but I feel like we should get the show started, right? Welcome, everyone. Fridays across Canada are synonymous with two words: Fashion Friday. It's been a groundbreaker, a trendsetter, a place where generations of women have come to hang out with us, their friends, and their family. As we cap off a week of celebrations for the show's 40th anniversary, we have to look back at where it all began.
All of this beautiful,
That's
ragged
very
little edging.
pretty.
Isn't that sexy?
I did it today, but that double kind of strap thing is fairly cool.
Little show and tell there from Lisa. Lots of leather, lots of color. Sir, are you catching the story here, sir?
He's loving it.
You know?
He said that would be something that I would buy.
Find out? It's good to know.
It's Fashion Friday here on Cityline. I'm Tracy Moore, your guest host today.
Happy Fashion Friday, everyone. Are you happy to be here?
I didn't know you were going to be one of the models. I didn't either.
Leg up.
Oh, Lord.
Exactly, but you have to stay there.
Oh, so this is cool.
Isn't this great?
I think a woman in a beautiful suit is just fabulous.
Me too.
On fire! No, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
Leggings are not pants.
But you're nude from there to there.
Yeah,
Like,
you
what
are.
happened?
Whoever said leggings aren't pants just needed the right pair of leggings.
I saw that.
We're not talking about the trends today. We are talking about style, and that is something you can have throughout your entire life.
Speaking of style,
I'm not reaching for the black coat. I'm bringing out the color.
can we just give it up for... Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Dude, like that? Is that okay? The blue.
You like.
The shoe.
You like.
Put on a kick-ass shoe with it and a... Excuse me?
Oh, I didn't say that.
So you're small, you're big, you're juicy, you're not, whatever. You look fabulous in my clothes.
I feel like a British school person or something, you know? But a little sexier.
But a little sexier.
Expressing yourself through your clothes in a way that makes you feel confident and more like yourself.
Oh, that one's got my name on it. It's so good.
Having a
moment, everyone.
Yeah.
That's you. Right?
They have very different bodies, but they both look great in the same thing.
Welcome, fashion besties, Myles Sexton and Lisa Corbo.
What does Cinderella always usually wear on her feet?
Glass
A glass slipper.
slippers.
Not this Cinderella. Look what she's wearing. Flats! Yeah!
Actually, make him go away
completely.
Just the eyes. What a trip. Looking back on all that incredible fashion, and of course, we got to talk to the woman who helped create Fashion Friday. Candy Signorini joins me now. Stylist Lynn Spence, the OG. Myles Sexton, our fashion stylist. Oh my goodness. I mean, Candy, this is iconic.
Beyond
this is iconic. You started Fashion Friday and the iconic mega makeover madness. How long ago do you think that was?
Over 36 years ago, Tracy.
Over 36 years ago. Where'd the idea come from? Do you remember?
You know what? We used to do Makeover Madness in those days, so 3 makeovers live during the hour. And then in production, we talked about what if we made over the whole audience? And of course, everyone thought we were crazy and no, you can't do it. And of course, we take no as a challenge. So the idea was, let's make over the whole 40 people in the audience, starting at 6 in the morning, scattered at salons throughout the city. But what was interesting that a lot of people don't know is we used to do 3 live makeovers in the windows of Hudson Bay at Queen and Young.
Yeah.
So commuters would stop on their way to work to watch the live makeovers happening. While the show was live here, we'd do a live remote there.
Candy Signorini, that is amazing.
It was iconic.
Like groundbreaking even back then,
Absolutely.
right?
It had never
and
been
it would
done.
still be now.
Exactly. It was never done.
Yeah.
And I think a couple points I want to make about Mega Makeover Madness is, you know, what I loved was we would get beautiful letters. I mean, we have the best viewers, as you know. We would get wonderful thank you notes from women. And, you know, yes, it's only hair and makeup, but it empowered women. You know, whether they were stay-at-home moms or going through a rough patch in their life, just having an hour of pampering and pick me up, they would send us these notes and say, you know, it gave me the confidence to go back to school, to leave the job I didn't like, to leave the husband I didn't like. So we're responsible for a few divorces. I'm sorry.
And that's okay.
I hope it worked out. I hope it worked out. So, you know, that I think is special. The other thing that's special is that we did the math, and during my time, we did over 3,100 makeovers.
Oh,
so
my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
That's a lot of lipstick and a lot of hairspray, Tracy.
Candy, you must be exhausted.
I am. I'm
okay,
tired, yeah.
that's a lot of makeovers. And we kept them going, so that number must be well over 5,000 now, which is incredible. Now, you all don't get to see a lot of the behind the scenes, because there's actually a party happening off air. Take a look at Lynn when she comes in every time. These are iconic rollers, okay? She must have the rollers. And it's like, Lynn, every time I see you come in and you've got the rollers in your hair, and there's just something so comforting. There's something so comforting. You've been a part of the Mega Makeover teams so many times, but you've also brought so many great looks to the show. You've been here for years and years. You have influenced fashion enormously. Talk to me about your time on the show.
I can't talk to you about that because I look as if I need a makeover.
No, you don't. You look so cute. Cute as a button.
I have to say that the show has afforded me a platform.
Yeah.
And I have taken advantage of that platform for decades. And it was the most extraordinary experience because I got to meet many of our viewers, the ones that were sitting in their homes, because I was invited to go all around Canada and do shows and get on, you know, do stage presentations and whatever. So I really had them in my head, in my ear the whole time. So when I pulled fashion, I wasn't really thinking about trend. It was much more about, I'm going to steal this because I felt the same way. It was important for me to enable women in a really good way, to make them feel really excited about fashion again.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for me to say, I'm just like you.
Yes.
And I want you to know that you can do it. I don't care if it means that you go after and you get the job you want, you get the part you want, you get the guy or the girl you want. It doesn't matter as long as you come out feeling better. And if it lifts your spirits, then I'm all for that.
Then
That's what it was.
Yes. And I'll tell you this, and I said this about Brian Gluckstein, if you're out in public with Lynn Spence, she's not going even 5 minutes without someone stopping and asking her for advice. And she will drop everything she has and go help you pick out the green or the blue shirt. And it's not even, she's not even gonna be a thought. She'll be like, no, put the blue down, take the green. I've been out with you and you're fantastic with people. So Lynn, we love you.
Thank you.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, but we've been featuring clothing for all bodies for years on this show. And it started with showcasing Izzy Camilleri adaptive clothing collections. We've done it on the show years ago. And now, Myles, you've actually continued this on the show with segments celebrating Canadian fashion designers, gender-neutral fashion, celebrating non-binary and trans people. It's been amazing watching you evolve with the show. Talk to me a little bit about what that experience has been like for you.
I mean, honestly, it's like life-changing, and it makes me quite emotional because, like, I think before Cityline, like, I never saw someone like myself on television that was being celebrated, and I think that is like, it's such a powerful thing, and so having the opportunity to come on board and be a style expert, I'm like, how do I get involved and how do we take diversity and inclusion to a whole other level, using real bodies, like bringing in people from my community that also don't get to be celebrated. And then especially too from like an adaptive and people with physical limitations, like celebrating these types of people too, because they are real people that love fashion, but don't maybe necessarily have the access to it, So it's like, I think it's just been so transformative being able to bring this to the show and just celebrate, everyone.
The beautiful thing for me is we open the door and then you all bring in all of that with you. And I love that for us. We couldn't celebrate Fashion Friday without talking about our beautiful, beautiful friend, Sandra Pittana. Her daughter, Lauren, is here with us today in the audience. Lauren, thank you so much. Your mom meant so much to us. She had such a unique sense of style. We've had people come into the audience and talk about how she affected their style and their lives. How did that influence you, having a mom that was such a big presence on this show?
My mom was, to me, just my mom. She was always just really well dressed. She made everyone smile. She always lit up a room. And she always said, don't be afraid to mix patterns, textures, colors. Like, go for it. It's just clothes. Have fun with it. And if you look good, you're going to feel good, and vice versa. And just like spread that joy and that positivity and that light in the world.
Lauren, thank you. There she is, doing her thing. Thank you for being here, Lauren. And let's take a moment to talk about Sandra, because she brought something very special to this show.
Well, she did, and I think we all would agree Sandra was one of the most creative people any of us had ever worked with. And I remember we'd go into a store to do a pull, and I would walk past something, and she'd say, no, Candy, no, this works. And I'm like, really? And she's like, no, it works. And to your point, you mix patterns, you mix colors, and you looked at it, and it's like, she's right, it does work. It really opened up all our minds and all our creativity.
For me, it was like she was the art of fashion.
Yes.
She brought in the art, and it was about textures, and it was about fashion history and all of these beautiful things. And you worked so closely with her, Lynn.
She was a delight, and she was an artist.
She was an artist.
That's exactly what she was, and I think she made you feel as if you could also be and feel and do. She was tremendous, absolutely tremendous, and very transformative. Like she could make you feel as if you could be anything.
Absolutely. Oh. We've had some incredible people on the show, including Grace Tartaglia.
Yes.
So many folks that have made such an impact on all of our viewers. Now, we've been sitting here talking about the past makeovers, but it's Fashion Friday. It means it is time for a 60-minute makeover. We're doing that on the show today. So the team has been busy all morning making over Yvette. I'm so excited for Yvette. So she is in the military. She wants to get out of her green uniform and into something with a little more style and fun, although green is the color of the season. But Yvette, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. We're going to see the big reveal at the end of the show today. Thank you, Style Team, for that. And we have a surprise for all of you in the audience right now. Kai Derm is all about healthy skin and hair. Their face masks are made with premium and luxurious sheet materials and draw out bacteria and restore moisture. This prize pack is worth over $450. And you are all taking it home. Enjoy, my loves. We're taking a quick break. Lots more Cityline ahead. Stay with us. Celebrations. You know, since the beginning of Fashion Friday, this show has supported Canadian designers. So joining us to celebrate chic Canadian style are Joy Asibey-Gabriel and Janice Meredith. So good to have you both. While we get into this show, I think you are all going to see some familiar faces in this segment. So do you remember this model? Take a look. A lot of people know her. Everywhere she goes, people are saying, hey, Rose, we remember you from Cityline. So let's take a look at our first look on Rose. Come on out, Rose. There she is. That walk. That walk. Rosie, well, I have to stand up. You're so tall. It is so good to see you back here. And I know everywhere you go, people are like, Rose, the pixie, we love.
So happy to be back.
Tell me about a moment that sticks out in your mind in all your years on Cityline. You've had some good times here.
So many good times. I had to really think, but the one that came to mind was a Michael Bublé moment where he was also on Fashion Friday. He was a guest on the show, and he got a little smitten with me, and Marilyn called him out on it. But what was more embarrassing than that was that on my drive home, when I called my friend to tell her who I was on the show with, she jumped out of her seat and she said to me, oh my goodness. And I said, why? Who is that? In my defense, he was up and coming. So anyway, that's
the beginning.
He really was. This was a long time ago.
Right, and you're like to your friend, oh, there's this dude playing the piano on Cityline, and he kind of liked me. Meanwhile, it's like, it's Michael Bublé. Right? Let's talk a little bit about Rose's gorgeous look today.
Yes. So Rose is wearing luxury women's wear designer Greta Constantine, Canadian through and through. This is a standout piece.
Woo! Give it up for Greta.
We went short and sexy. This is sheer. She's wearing a bodysuit underneath. You could obviously play with a figure-hugging longer dress and play with the length, but this is a statement wow dress, and I know Rose is feeling it and working it.
Rose, this is the sort of show where the models come in and we want them to be people. So this has been a perfect fit for you and all of the other models you're going to see come out here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have brought so much to the show. Thank you. Thanks, Rosie Rose. So good. Okay, tell me if you remember this blast from the past. Take a look. Oh yeah, that's the walk. It is the one, the only, Catherine. Let's take a look at Catherine now. Come on out. Wow. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Catherine, it is incredible to have you back.
So great to be back.
You have always been such a warm, like, beautiful person. And I'm not talking about your looks. I mean, like, inside, just a warm, lovely person. Talk to me a little bit about what it was like being on Cityline, or how that's impacted your life.
You know, when I think about Cityline, the first thing that comes to mind is family.
Yeah.
And to be a model and work with different clients, I had no idea that coming in here for the first time, I'd be reappearing for over 16 years.
Wow.
And yeah.
Incredible.
That's a true blessing. And all of the girls, we've gotten to know each other, and we don't just work together, we hang out together, we love to spend time together, we travel together. Our kids know each other, so we are just one big happy family, and so I'm so blessed to have been part of Cityline for so long.
I love to hear that friendships have taken off that are like real, genuine relationships. To me, that's a beautiful thing. Janice, walk us through this beautiful thing, this beautiful outfit.
Another Canadian designer, Moni Giselle. She celebrates her South Asian heritage with playing with the fabrics and the shapes and the silhouettes. This skirt is 7 tiers of stunning. There's feathers and beading. And then the cape, have some fun. So we've got like the detail around the collar. So play with it, like the drama, you know. Like if we're gonna wear a dress, let's wear a beautiful, let's own it.
Yes.
And this is stunning, and she wears it so well.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Catherine, it's so good to see you. I just have your energy back here. Thank you so much. So good. Okay, let's see our next model, our next blast from the past. Who could it be? Let's take a look at Cityline as it was. This is Fashion Friday. Oh yeah, she's got the walk. That looks like Janice to me. Let's welcome Janice to Cityline now. Still looking amazing. Beautiful. Janice, you're probably the model I see the most because I see you and your partner all the time at events. Do you want to tell everyone how you met that partner?
Well, I found love on the show.
Yes.
My husband.
Yeah.
My husband was a cameraman back in the day, and
What's
we hooked
his
up.
name?
One Dwight Drummond.
Dwight Drummond. Yeah.
And we hooked up, and the rest is history. 28 years together, 25 years married, 2 beautiful girls.
Yes.
Yeah, we can all
Absolutely.
Kayla 22 and Jolie 17.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So did he shoot his shot while you were modeling on the show? I just need to know.
Exactly. Everything was out of focus.
You know what? Honestly, you're probably one of the most beautiful families, and I mean inside. You are all beautiful, lovely people. Your girls, you and Dwight, just iconic. So thanks so much. We love having you back here. Let's talk about this look. Yes. Joy, it's beautiful.
I wanted to celebrate Black Canadian design talent in this look through and through. So we're starting with this 2-piece olive green ensemble from Israela Kobla. The green is grounded, it's versatile, it's a nice neutral shade coming into spring. We are pairing this with these beautiful gold-toned cuffs from Ami Woods.
Nice.
Going for like a Grecian goddess vibe, and then down towards the shoes from Tijan Burnett. Sexy and tie up, like giving me all over sexy but elegant.
Yes. Not one of you have lost your touch. Let me just say that. Janice, thank you so much. You look great. Beautiful. Okay, it's time for another blast from the past. Take a look at this model. Let's look back at our fantastic Fashion Friday models on Cityline. Oh, I remember her. That's Mel. Let's take a look at Mel now, back on Fashion Friday here on Cityline. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, stunning. Oh, Mel, talk about good energy. This is perfect for you. We watched you have children on this show. You know, we talk about it being family, but talk to me a little bit about your experiences on Cityline.
Well, as you know, I grew up on Cityline. I started when I was 18 years old, and they took a chance on me. I had no idea what I was doing. And then I had my first child on not on camera, but I was pregnant, modeling pregnant, and my second child. And this year I'm going to be 50. And as you know, they all became friends and family, and all the women that were here and gave us a chance really let us be known more than just a face, and we were allowed to have a personality.
Yeah.
And so I really consider this whole set and this whole crew our family, and we got to grow up together.
So nice. Okay, let's talk about this gorgeous dress that Mel's in.
I know, well, it's stunning. She is stunning, so it's only pairing well that we have this lovely dress. Yellow looks fantastic on everyone, but this is from Narcissus. And what she does, Nikki, is she kind of, you know, celebrates fashion as art, as all of these designers have. And she starts with these stretch sheer fabric and like builds. She's known for her embellishments. We've got these stunning 3D flowers. She's got feathers typically. So it really, there's some embroidery in there. Just a stunning piece. And they're classically elegant, timeless statement.
Yeah, just gorgeous.
Yes.
Mel, thank you so much. Welcome back. It's good to see you. So nice. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful styling, beautiful models. That was so cool. Thank you to all of you. Now, how about another giveaway for the audience? I don't know. Are you interested? Yeah? Okay. Stu, what are they getting?
Embrace your wild side with the new Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild Eau de Parfum. A vibrant and feminine blend of jasmine with notes of banana blossom. A fragrance that is reminiscent of a wildflower bouquet. Valued at $120, you're all taking it home.
You already smell good. You're going to smell even better. Thank you, Stu. A big shout out to our VIP audience. Do you see those VIPs over there? Filled with experts, former staff, friends, helping celebrate 40 years. Some familiar faces, including our former supervising producer, Chrissy Raymond, in the house. I'm so happy to see her. All right, guys, we're going to break. We got more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone, to Cityline's 40th anniversary week. Now, we know the effect clothing can have on our self-esteem, but good hair and makeup can pack a powerful punch. Joining me to talk beauty on Cityline are Bill Rowley, Tracy Peart, Dino Dillio, Allison Hill, and Derek Selby. So good to have you all back. Tracy just said, what were they thinking putting all of us together in one segment? We're never going to get through anything. Okay, Derek, Dino, and Bill, you were on the show for 25, 29, and 35 years, respectively. Give it up for that. Holy moly. We basically watched you grow up on this show. Look at baby Derek and baby Bill. Okay, Dino, I want to start with you. What was it like starting out on this show and working closely with each other over all those years?
I know, 29 years is it's half my life.
Why are we laughing? I mean, yes, it is.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me as a makeup artist.
Oh, nice.
And the biggest compliment was, at the time I was working at Maryland Spa, if anyone remembers them, on Avenue Road, and I came in and Chrissy and Candy gave me a shot, and I've been doing it ever since. And I think the thing also that I enjoyed the most were the makeover shows, because the letters that I would get afterwards, like Candy had spoken earlier about this, and I share the same feeling, that we change your life. And a lot of people think makeup and hair is frivolous. It's not. It's therapeutic, okay? If you're not feeling good, put a lipstick on, a little big mascara. You're gonna feel better.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Derek, folks don't get to see the crazy behind the scenes stuff happening on this show. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of magic moments that happen when trying to do beauty live on television, because you all were doing it live every day. Talk to me about some of that stuff.
Well, I have a couple that are kind of funny. They weren't funny at the time. So one was back in the day with Marilyn, and I had just done a foundation demo, and I had foundation on the back of my hand. And Marilyn threw to commercial, and she put her arm around me, and I went to put my arm around her, and I swiped the foundation across her suit. She's wearing a pale pink suit. I know, so embarrassing. She came back and she goes, "Welcome back, everybody. This is my friend Derek, and this is what he did to me, and this will be his last time on Cityline." Yeah. Another one that was kind of a shocking one was, it was a mother-daughter makeover for Mother's Day, and I was doing the makeup on mom and daughter, and Philippe Fiorio, who's in the audience here, and Maurice Fiorio, his dad, they had done the mom and daughter's hair, and we were coming back to do the reveal, and the mom passed out, and we were live. So we were about to go on, and Philippe and Maurice and I were like, oh my God. And the daughter says, oh, don't worry about that. She does that all the time. And we were like, oh my God. Somehow mom comes to, and we did the reveal, and Maurice and Philippe and I have not recovered from this still.
Right?
That was like 20 years ago. Yeah.
Like smelling salts, and we're back for break. Oh my gosh.
So you have to be able to work together and think on your feet, and it can be a real pressure cooker.
Totally, but
Really
you all
can.
handled it with such grace.
It's good acting.
Yeah. And made it comical, which is great. So Bill, talk to us a little bit about Cityline's history as the source for beauty, for trends, for advice. How has this show helped transform lives?
Well,
gosh, I really did grow up on this show, right?
Yeah.
So as a 25-year-old hairstylist, it was so important to me to be on the forefront, to be in front of the trend. I didn't want to ever follow a trend, because that's what you're like when you're 25.
Yeah.
I landed on this show, which had exactly the same idea, the same concept, the same desire. So I remember Candy and Chrissy telling me, you know, wear whatever you want to wear, do the hair you want to do, make it real, make it hot, make it fashionable, make it in front of the trend. And it's the show, I think, has always done that. And you just continued to do that when you joined, right? You brought a new conversation and new trends and new ideas and made us look at things differently. And I think having been on this show, oof, I don't want to say how long.
Okay.
Because it means everybody's going to know how old I am, because I said I was 25. 35. 35 years later, I think that's the legacy of this show, that it's not us as individuals, but it was this platform that allowed us to be the individuals we were, became, and are still becoming.
You said it, Bill. Absolutely. You said it. You said it. All right, Trace, you've had the unique experience of being both a beauty expert as well as my makeup artist for many, many years. You were doing both, which is difficult. So what has it been like balancing both, and how have you seen beauty evolve on this show?
Okay, so yeah, you had the added stress of me having to do, on the days I was on the show, I'd have to get up at 3 in the morning because I was also doing breakfast television.
Oh.
So I'd have to get up at 3 in the morning, do my face. So when you see me on TV, that's a face that was done at that hour. I would get here, do everybody in breakfast BT, then do you, come put everything away, come downstairs, set up my station to do the makeover, set up my table, do everything, run back, do the makeover, do my segment, making sure they're like, Tracy's shiny, Tracy has lips. I'm like, can't you do it herself?
Remembering to take
I can't do it myself.
Right? Yeah, right? So, like, I was always running around and doing everything, and, like, I would watch it back sometimes, and I'm like, I'm glistening. Because I was literally running around. But, like, watching it, too, like we were talking backstage, I also watched everybody up here. Dino taught me.
Yes.
He taught me makeup.
Yeah.
He taught me makeup. So... I watched everybody. So I remember the first time I had to do a makeover madness, they all put their stuff down and watched. And I was like, oh my God. I just think it's so amazing, the things that we have done on this show and watched evolve, and bringing in all the different diverse types of people, especially in the last few years, who are allowed to get makeovers. I'm just so proud to be a part of the show, and I'm so grateful that I was a part of it.
Amazing. So you mentioned the makeovers, right? And one that really stands out to me is the makeover that we were able to do in 2022 for 3 friends. We had never done a makeover for 3 Black women before. This was a very big deal for me on a personal level. Allison, something really special happened when we were able to start catering to all hair types on this show, including 4C natural hair. You were a huge part of that. Can you talk about making space for Black hair on this show?
Oh, don't make me cry. First of all, sitting on this chair with the giants of Toronto, you have no clue the impacts. Honestly, I love crying, but the impact.
Always the gentleman.
Yeah, the impacts that you. I will. It's Gucci. The impact that each one of you made on stylists, on artists who didn't have platforms like this, right? To be able to think on your feet and to create beautiful moments for men and women is just, it's just such a gift. And for me to be able to contribute even a little bit to this painting, and for Black women to be able to see themselves here and know that they're going to be taken care of, was so, it's really such a blessing for me. And Tracy, you really changed my life. Seeing you on TV and take up space and show up as yourself when I know that was not always easy makes room for other Black girls like me.
Thank you.
So, I'm just grateful to be here. Thank you.
You got a Gucci scarf. You got the best giveaway
Here,
of the
you can
day.
have
I was so close to just dissociating my way out of tears today. Woo! Allison, you were a big part of the picture, so don't ever forget that.
Thank
so
you.
thank you for everything you've contributed. Everything you've all contributed. Now, aside from the Gucci scarf, we have another gift for our lucky audience from Kai Derm. So their dark circle patches will gently rejuvenate and reduce darkness under the eyes overnight. This prize pack valued at over $300, and you're all taking it home. You're all taking it home. I gotta give a shout out to Cakestreams for the delicious cupcakes we've been enjoying today, and to About Murals for our beautiful peony mural. It's beautiful. And Starlight Events for our decor. A big thank you to our Jessica Pittana for organizing all of this for our 40th anniversary. Let's go to break. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay with us. Oh my gosh. Give me a break. We're back. It is time for our 60-minute makeover reveal. So our style team is here. We've got Sal Leonetti, we've got Brittany Gray, Tania Tonello. You did an amazing job with her, and we're gonna show you that. So earlier in the show, we met Yvette. So here is her before photo. She had written into us asking to help her with a new look. She's in the Canadian military. She spends most of her day in green. She wanted something a little different. So what did we do for Yvette? Let's take a look. Yvette, come on out. Yet? Okay, look right there. We're going to show you your gorgeous face. What do you think?
Yeah, it's great. I love this look. I don't feel 54. Thank you for having me on this episode. It's great.
You look phenomenal. And thank you for the work you do for the country as well. Okay, Sal, let's talk about the hair.
So Yvette already had really beautiful hair, right? So I just wanted to lighten it up, kind of get her started in the right direction for spring, summer.
Yeah.
Bit of highlighting, shorten up the hair, give it some cool texture, and I hope you love it because I had a great time doing it.
I love it. I love it.
I'll be back. Check. It looks great. Brits, the makeup, which is beautiful. Probably you don't get to wear a lot in the Canadian military. No, okay. What'd you do?
What I love, though, is that she's all for it. So we chatted before, and I said, is there anything you want to see? And she said, a lot of lash. So we did a ton of individual lashes, really brought out your eyes, a nice fleshy cheek, a bright red lip to tie in the jacket, and she looks like a supermodel.
Beautiful.
Look at her.
Beautiful. We love a military girly. Okay, TT, let's talk about this look. You didn't take her that far from the camo. However, you did like hot stuff.
Totally.
Right?
I was like, we're gonna make it sexy and edgy. And hello, legs. We were bringing those were hiding under pants, and when I got a hold of them, I'm like, no, 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 these are coming out to play. So we did some animal print. I wanted a little pop of red in that jacket that we could drape over. And then, you know, the dress is super flattering, asymmetrical, has the drape on the one side, and then all the accessories and the heels and the jewelry are from Aldo.
Absolutely stunning. Will you wear any of this on the base? No. In your life away from the base. This is absolutely stunning. And I hope you really do like it because
I love it.
You get to keep all of
happy.
it.
Oh!
Oh, I love it. That's like short.
This is good.
So was there any part of you that was like, oh, I need more coverage, or you were like,
Yes.
no?
No, when
Put me
I
in it.
when I took off my regular clothes and put this on, I was like, oh, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of coverage. But it's great. It's the summer. It's perfect.
It's so perfect. Well done, team. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
Before we go to break, Glee is a modern and innovative South Asian skincare brand. It's really good. Their ghee-based products are rich with natural ingredients, including their more nourishing lip balm. All of you are going to go home with Glee's lip balm variety pack. It's worth over $60. Enjoy that. And we'll be right back after a short break. Stay with us. So you love it? You look so like Congratulations, everyone. This show would not be what it is without all of these people. Look at all these people up here. The experts, the staff, the crew. When I walked into the Cityline studio 15 years ago, I knew I'd been handed an amazing opportunity. Imagine my surprise when I learned this show was 100 times more special than I ever imagined. Having the opportunity to talk to viewers in a way that hasn't been done before on daytime TV, developing real-life friendships with the folks I work with, the experts and staff, changing the face of television in North America, and the whole time doing it our way. Yeah. I've learned so much about our viewers, the lifeblood of this show, and also about myself. I've grown over the years, and I've refined my ability to give love and grace to the people around me, and in turn, I have felt so much of that love returned back to me, like so much. I feel very lucky. Sandy Konopoulos, I know you're our most recent supervising producer is a creative mastermind. She sets the example we all follow. She eats, breathes, and sleeps quality content. She's the one behind so many of our recent viral and groundbreaking television moments. We couldn't do this without her. Sandy, thank you. Anyone who watches the show will tune in and see me and the experts, but what you don't see are the countless camera people, floor managers, producers, editors, switchers, audio people, TV assistants, lighting experts, the director, who we finally dragged up here. First Candy, then Carolyn. The people who live and breathe this show every day and have made it their business to produce the best of the best in television. JC, you got to come in here. I know you have to give me time. You have to come in here. 1 minute. Our experts, there she is. Our experts are the best in the country, aren't you? Yes. They show up every day to deliver their finest, to laugh with us, and to make sure you can live your life a little bit better. This is a collaborative effort that we all take to heart every single day, and it doesn't get done without all of us on board. To the viewers, you've watched this show in your robes, while nursing, having a coffee or a cocktail, with your daughters, your partners, your aunts, your grandmas. You are the lifeblood of this show, and we never forget it, even for a second. We love you. We love you. Cheers, cheers, cheers to everyone for 40 years of Cityline. 40 incredible years. Thank you, all of you. It's been amazing. All right, let's go to break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. I feel like a queen on my throne. A big thank you to everyone for being here. We've had such an incredible anniversary week celebrating this incredible show. Once again, I've had such a good time. I have such a good time with all of you on this show and all of our viewers. I love hanging out with each and every one of you, whether you come in or you just know each other through the television screen.